Hello and welcome to another episode of the Classical Republican. Today I am on the waterfront of St. Mark's Square. We'll go over there in a minute. But yeah, that church right there, that was, I can't remember the name right now, but it was, I believe it was built in thanks for God preserving the people through a plague, or ending the plague or something. There's another island. Let's head over there. So this should be familiar from Canaletto paintings, this area. This is where everybody would get off their boats, their big boats, and they would come onto shore here in St. Mark's Square. And there, if they wanted to go any further, they would probably have to use a gondola. But now today, that's just a touristy thing. But here are the two columns in St. Mark's Square. You have Neptune and the winged lion, the symbol of St. Mark, which is the patron saint of Venice. This is the Doge's Palace. Please see my videos on the Doge's Palace. What I want to talk to you today, about St. Mark's Church, the Basilica of St. Mark. So originally, it's a very old church. Originally it was a Byzantine church, and you can still see a lot of the Byzantine artwork inside. It's under renovation right now. Get a little closer. Oh, that's got some clocks here. Got a watchtower right there. But let's look at this through art. This church tells a lot of stories. Of course, a lot of biblical stories, but also some other stories also. So let's learn about those stories. So first, right here, we have the stealing of the relic of St. Mark. So what happened there? So these people in turbans, they are the local authorities in Alexandria, Egypt, and they are supposed to inspect ships that are sailing away. And these Venetians, I believe over on the left, have secreted St. Mark's body in a crate of pork. Now, the Muslims, the port authorities, being good Muslims, did not want to make themselves unclean, so they just said, "Okay, you're transporting pork. Yeah, go ahead." And that's how they got away with it. And then this is the reception of St. Mark's body in Venice. Okay. Let me zoom back a little bit. Okay, so I usually don't focus a whole lot on religious institutions on this channel. However, there's a lot of politics associated with the Basilica of St. Mark. This is where the election of the Doge began. So you'd send somebody over to the church to pray, and they would come out, and they would have to find a little boy who would be the ballottino. And the ballottino would be the one handling the ballots during the election of the Doge. So it had to be somebody, without special interests or intentions to be able to help out with that. Also, this was the center of state welfare, which was primarily for widows and orphans. Now, you might think, well, what about everybody else? If you're a man of working age, then you would have the guilds were actually responsible for welfare, and the person who was in charge would actually. It was kind of like being a vice president or secretary of state, because they would usually succeed to be the next doge. So there you have it, St. Mark's Basilica. Until next time, Viva San Marco.
I'll wash my hands.
Yeah, was it worth it, Dad?